How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today we have with us Conor Kenny, and we'll be going through some of the cryptos that he would not buy right now, some that he would buy, whether it's a smart time to be accumulating in this market. If you don't mind, hit subscribe. Turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. I'm going to leave a link to his channel underneath the video as well, along with a link to CoinW, where you can trade cryptocurrencies on leverage. You can also buy spot crypto, but as you can see here, it's really easy to set up long positions, short positions on the market. And as I've said many times, I think in a bull market, this is the time to be leverage trading. So if you want to check out CoinW, there's a link to it underneath the video. There's also a link down there also to Margex, where you can trade cryptocurrency. This is powered by TradingView. Neither of these have KYC, so definitely check them out underneath. And for some really annoying reason, Conor was frozen for like the first minute of this video, but then he gets unfrozen. So just stick through to that. The audio is really the important thing at the end of the day. Conor, great to have you back on the channel. I do want to talk about a recent video you made where you said, do not buy these cryptos. I want to go into whether it makes sense to start selling cryptos or whether people should be buying. I want to talk about that, but thanks for coming back on the channel. I appreciate you being here.
No worries, man. Always love to be here. Let's jump in.
Definitely. And we'll have links to you underneath the video. I probably already said that at this point, but let's get into the video you made recently. Do not buy these cryptos. Do you think it's not a good time to be buying crypto, or what was the point of that?
Well, the whole idea around it was I was actually talking about kind of a specific genre of crypto and the responses I get from talking about those on the channel. So recently we had a project called Moonwell, which for some reason, the people who don't follow me closely, I assume not my subscribers, but people who jump in when they search and my videos come up, they are hell-bent on the idea that I couldn't possibly, but under any stretch of their imagination, be an actual crypto investor myself. The only possible way on earth that I would talk about a project on my channel would be somehow that it is a promotion. Sorry, I lost my trail of thought there because I was thinking about someone clipping this up to make it sound like I'm actually saying that. but that's not actually what it is, right? I am, first of all, a crypto investor. I started investing in 2017, and I have learned from mistakes and lessons that I have done in this market to be a successful overall cryptocurrency investor. Now, that doesn't mean that every trade I make is successful. That doesn't mean that I know what's going to happen. That doesn't mean really anything apart from I have been here and I have lasted 2 bear markets and now 3 bull markets, or 2.5, let's say, bull markets. And the lessons that I learned from that, and I've taken into this bull market specifically, and I missed out on half of the bull market last time, was I thought that I was better than certain cryptos. I'm going to ignore those cryptos because I'm better than them. I'm a seasoned investor. I wouldn't mess around with something like that because I know what I'm talking about. Now, I personally think that is nonsense, right? I think that as an investor myself, I have to catch myself thinking I know better than anyone. At the end of the day, I'm here in the cryptocurrency markets to make money, right? I'm not here for any real other reason. I'm not a coder. I'm not a developer. I am an influencer. I have a YouTube channel, and I'm here to make money, right? And I'm here to hopefully take people on that journey with me as I navigate this market. And the thing that I ignored in the second bull run I was in, didn't really exist in the first one, but in the second bull market, I ignored meme coins, right? I was like, I'm not getting involved in meme coins. I, for some reason, thought it was okay to get involved in what I classified as hype coins. So kind of utility, but not the utility of like a layer 1 or something, more the utility of like, something like SafeMoon, right? That's what I was focusing on. That's what I made a lot of money, and that's what I showed my journey in at that time. But I ignored Dogecoin, and I ignored Shiba, and I ignored these meme coins, right? And then a narrative that I've seen, not really a narrative, like something that pops up on the channel a lot, is whenever I mention something with moon in the name, right? And I get it. There's a number of rugs, scams, whatever, who use moon in the name. A lot of derivative SafeMoon products. And a lot of people got burnt on SafeMoon. I understand it. If you got into SafeMoon late and you didn't manage to sell, then you may have got burned in SafeMoon. That's something that is part and parcel of the cryptocurrency market. I have lost money in numerous numerous projects, right? Solana meme coins recently. I've lost money on a lot of Solana meme coins, but then just yesterday in my Patreon, we found a meme coin on base super early on and it did a 40x, right? Sam's going to leave a link to my Patreon under his video because he's my if you want to stay up to date with my trades. But that's the thing, right? I lost Solana, I lost on Solana, and then I continue to research. Oh, base is maybe a new narrative. Let me go over there. Boom, 40x, right? So this is how we learn. This is how we adapt. And this is like losing money and losing things is fundamentally part of the game. I try not to go on too much of a tangent, but the whole point of that was people hate it for some reason when I talk about coins with the word moon in it. Now, there is a project called Moonwell that I invested into heavily in the bear market. I talked about it all the time in the bear market on my long form and in my short form. You guys can check the receipts. And now we've had what I was expecting, a monumental rise in the price, right? The reason why it's called Moonwell is because it's built on Moonbeam, which is a polka dot parachain, right? That's the name. They got moon in it. So we can't escape the word moon. And it was just me talking about the fact that the opposite, right, is commenters saying never invest into anything with the word moon in it. But I was busy investing into projects with the name moon in it. And turns out I was dollar cost averaging. So a couple of my buys, I did around a 10x, and my entire dollar cost average is a 5x, right? So I made a lot of money on this, and I've taken profits on this now, explain this journey. But the whole premise of it is to understand, one, personally, I'm an investor. So like I'm investing into these projects. I'm making videos about projects I'm investing into because it makes sense, right? If I find a project that I like and I make a video about it, it's basically an excuse for me to research my own investment as part of my job. So it makes sense for me to do that. And if they are sponsored, which sometimes they are, because I believe that a company that has a marketing budget, it's perfectly fine for them to be sponsored, I'll tell you guys. So it's part about that, and then part about not ignoring things because of your own bias, right? My bias was I was against meme coins, pictures of dogs. I missed out on Dogecoin because of that. And a lot of people's a lot of these commenters under the video, their bias was anything with the name moon in it, probably because they were burnt by SafeMoon, is not worth checking out. And Polkadot is a huge ecosystem. Moonbeam and Moonriver are huge platforms, right? They're doing really well right now. And to ignore that simply because of the word moon is insane to me. So I wanted it to all be part of a lesson that I've learned and to put it all in one framing of something that's happening right now. And that was basically the video in a nutshell.
As we've seen recently too, some of the craziest ideas, some of the craziest names sometimes do the best in crypto because there are some degenerates in the space, so they're always looking for something different. But it is important to remember too, like, you didn't put your whole portfolio in this. It's not like you had $500 in crypto and then you put 400 in Moonwell thinking that was going to go up 1,000x or something. Like, you knew what you were talking about, or what you were doing. And you can also position yourself kind of like in leverage, right? Where you can make it riskier. You can do 100x leverage, or you can do 3x or 5x, just like you can invest in some sub $1 million market cap meme coin, or you can invest in $100 million meme coin that's got more community members. So just because something sounds degenerate doesn't necessarily mean it always is. So Getting to the title of this video, I said buy. Okay, do you think it's a smart idea to buy right now? I know you said, like, tongue in cheek, don't buy these cryptos now, or don't buy these cryptos, saying basically like that's stupid. Buy whatever you think is going to go up in some way or another. But do you think it's smart to buy cryptos now, specifically now that we're near all-time highs, but not quite at all-time highs again?
Yeah, so just before we jump into that, I just quickly, while you were talking there, got up my portfolio. And actually, at the time of the start of this year, to talk about how much we actually invest into these sorts of things, Moonwell was 1.25% of my portfolio. So that's the sort of level of investment of these things, right? It's 1% of my portfolio. Now, the dollar value is not important in this. It's the percent. Like, at the time, I had 27% Bitcoin and 17% Ethereum. So that's the sort of sizing we're talking about here. And now that's moved into a much bigger percent because we've done 5 to 10x overall. When it comes to buying now, I have like sort of two ideas here. Personally, for me, I am buying new opportunities that I see, right? When there's a pre-sale on Launchpad, there are a number of them that we're paying attention to. Me and Sam both pay attention to very closely Tencent. I personally work closely with ChainGPT. I think they're going to do really well. Seedify, there's a bunch of launch pads that have opportunity, right? And what they're doing is they're giving you early stage opportunity. So even in this bull run, we still have early stage opportunities, right? So I'm very much investing into those sorts of things. I'm also investing into opportunities that I just see that pop up, right? When I see a little bit of alpha. Now, two sides of that. One, meme coins, messing with meme coins. I'm a degenerate. I mess with meme coins. The way I see a meme coin is it's 100% loss or 100x upside. That's the risk to reward. So I like that. That's a great risk to reward to me. I'm happy to do it. We did a 40x yesterday. Right after the 40x, did the price come down? Absolutely. So we need to learn how to do these things. It's not a long-term hold. It's an in and out kind of thing, right? But with the meme coins at the side, yes, I would say stuff even like Ethereum, right? I actually sold a bunch of my Bitcoin to change into Ethereum relatively recently because I think there's going to be a big narrative for Ethereum coming into the news, right? We're going to have a potential Ethereum ETF. Now, I think this is going to take longer than what people think, but I do think it's going to come. And I think that this could be a huge catalyst for the market and also a huge catalyst for altcoins in general. So without being specific, I do think that right now is still a good time. Today not being such a good time because we have bounced back, right? If you checked my channel, hopefully by now this video would have posted, but we were talking about manipulation in the market and this continuing cycle that keeps happening from the weekend to the weekdays when the price goes up and the price goes down. So on the weekend, the price has been going down, right? These are the opportunities. You want to be buying the altcoins that you're excited about, like Solana, not at $210, but at $170, $160, where they were for a brief moment in time over the weekend. Now, no guarantee that Solana goes back to its old all-time high. Maybe the dust or the fuel is gone, but you're much better off buying after these pullbacks and corrections than you are just simply chasing the hype, right? Don't go on to Twitter and YouTube and find whatever's pumped the most on that day and then buy that. Buy what has pulled back recently. What has the market forgotten about? Crypto Banter once referred to it as bees, right? Bees flying around, and I really like that analogy. You want to be where the bees are going to be next, not where they are currently, because that's the opportunity. Now, base, 6 months ago, I made a video about how to bridge to base, right? Now we're seeing the base narrative take off. And that's an example of an opportunity. The bees aren't really at base yet. They're currently finishing their feasting season on Solana, and they're slowly moving over to base now. And soon enough, it's going to be too late, but it does seem like there's going to be a season there for the base narrative, base meme coins, base that sort of stuff. So I think that's going to happen for base. I think that's going to happen for BRC20 tokens, RWA tokens, AI, gaming, all of these different niches, right? They kind of course, we, as like the tide lifts, everything goes up with Bitcoin, everything goes up with Ethereum, but they don't go up at the same time within the niche, right? So, sorry, within the ecosystem of crypto. We'll see AI pop, and then that will kind of taper off and chill out for a bit. Then we'll see gaming pop, and that will kind of chill out for a bit. Then we might see RWAs, or we might see, AVAX coins, or whatever it is. Kind of happens at different times. So having a finger on the pulse of the market and thinking, where will the market go next? Or where was the market? They've moved on now, but where was the market excited about maybe 2-3 months ago? For example, gaming. All of these gaming projects pulled back loads. There's an opportunity there because the bees will come back. So yeah, that's what I would be doing right now.
If we go back to what we talked about in your video, which is manipulation, it makes sense that everything moves at different times, because if you're someone that's really wealthy and you can kind of control the market, how do you make the most money if Bitcoin goes from 50 to 100,000? Well, you pump up different ecosystems at different times. You're the first one there. You put some marketing towards it. You make a 2x, and then you move on to the next one that no one's at, and then you get a 2x, and then you take the liquidity away from the people that don't know any better and come in late. So you can make a 10x when everything only goes up 2x. Makes sense. What if you were someone, last thought here, what if you were someone that had maybe 10% allocation to Bitcoin, but you really wanted 15 or 20% now? Would you be buying now thinking it's a good investment, or would you just hold off, say that, we're already near all-time highs, I should just wait?
It's a very hard question to answer. And I think anyone who answers that question with a certain level of confidence is kind of just like, for lack of a better term, a bullshit, right? Because we just don't know. Now we have all of the things right now, like the ETF, that make this time different. And yeah, okay, great. This time is different. So what I would say to anyone, and I get this question all the time, much more than we got in a bear market. I wish more people asked me in a bear market. But everyone wants to know, Connor, is it time to be buying Bitcoin now? And I'll just answer it the same way I answer everyone. Yes, but break your purchases up. Dollar cost average into Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever it is you like. Think of it long term, get into it now. If you buy Bitcoin now, 70K sitting today, right? And it crashes tomorrow to 60K. Yes, hallelujah, perfect. You get to buy more Bitcoin for your money. Do not then sell it, because that is what the majority of retail traders will do. We are still retail traders, right? But we learned from our mistakes. We definitely did that. When I was in my first bull run in 2017, I did that. I definitely sold when the market crashed. But that's why, if you're not willing to take the risk of like these degen meme coins, just buy something like Bitcoin, buy something like Ethereum, and then buy the dips as they come. And then just accept that we're never going to know exactly the best time to get in or the best time to get out. You are not going to catch the exact bottom, and you are not going to get the exact top. It's just not going to happen. All right. Anyone who says they can do it, nonsense, right? There will be one guy on Twitter who called the perfect top and the perfect bottom. Fine. But that was just luck, right? We don't know. So what can we do? Dollar cost averaging. Look at MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor. Look at how he's done it. He just doesn't care. Is Bitcoin at an all-time high? Don't care. I'm buying it. Is Bitcoin dead? Don't care. I'm buying it. And now we see, again, it's working. It's worked again. Everyone called him an idiot in the bear market, and everyone is calling him a genius now. And what's he doing? He's still buying now. He literally just bought again. I think it was one of his biggest buys ever, right? And he's just done it now at close to all-time highs. So to answer the question, just dollar cost average into the projects that you believe in. I believe mostly into Bitcoin. That's why I'm willing to hold a ton of money in there. When I get paid, I tend to either hold cash, stable coins, or Bitcoin. Now a little bit of Ethereum as well, because my bias is swapping to Ethereum being a big narrative. But those are the sorts of projects that, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, I'm seeing as I'm okay putting my money there, because slowly going up, if it goes down, I can just put more money into them. And yeah, just seeing how the market goes from here.
Awesome. Connor, thanks for joining us. We'll have to have you back on the channel. Again, his links are underneath the video. There are also the links to Margex and CoinW you can check out too in case you want to start leverage trading. Connor, thanks so much. We'll have you back here soon.
No worries, bro. See you later.
Bye.